I'm good.
No, I'm not good, Dalton. I'm fucking tired.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm mainly tired about? I'm tired.
What?
I'm tired of every morning I wake up and there's 3 things that are out.
What? What's out?
The jelly, the peanut butter, and 1 used napkin on our fucking little ottoman. This right here. This step stool.
Okay, so I had a midnight snack.
No, every night you have a midnight snack. Every morning the napkin is there. You know how I know you didn't go to work? Is when I wake up and the jelly and the peanut butter are out, but you had the decency to throw your fucking napkin away.
I do throw my napkin away.
Yeah, when you stay home. When you need to go to bed because you realize how late it is and you have to get up early, you leave your napkin.
No, man.
Yes.
Can I explain why I do that?
Why?
I'm trying to encourage a healthy behavior out of you, and it's finally working, everybody. I really want Matthew to start expressing his feelings towards me and like kind of like letting me know, like, hey, like we're figuring out boundaries right now, you know. And I feel like
we've had 24. How old are you? 24. We've had 24 years to figure out boundaries.
25. If I force this to happen,
you are not 25. You are 25. We just had your birthday.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I'm 25.
Dang.
I've been thinking about that a lot recently.
That's weird. How do you feel?
I feel great, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel fucking great.
Good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Anyways,
25 is a weird year.
It's a very weird year. It's already fucked up as it is. Fucking Niners. You know, if we could have started the year without the Niners making it to the playoffs, I wouldn't have such a hard January. But it was rough.
It was rough.
You know what I mean?
I think it would have been worse if they didn't make it.
Yeah.
We got to enjoy meaningful football.
Yeah, that's true. That is a quality time.
And at the end, it was like, if they win, fantastic. But if they lose, we weren't supposed to be here in the first place.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I was talking to Matt about this today. Actually, just David, roll the intro real quick so I can talk about this later.
I'm Drum.
I'm Drummer. Why'd you do that?
I need to close that window. All right, welcome back, everybody. Week 116.
Week 116, everybody. That's 80 plus.
I lied. The document is not updated. It is week 117.
So, David, we got to do the Megan thing, but like David. Week 117. That's a harder number to count for some reason. 100 plus 10 plus 7. 117.
And as always, we're your hosts. I'm Drum.
And I'm Drummer.
It's a podcast about brotherhood and the 3 S's: storytelling,
supernatural,
and self-improvement.
I was going to say brotherhood.
You didn't show our highlighted S's, David. You can tell we haven't done this in a week. Well, it's too late now. We don't need it.
We are a little off our game.
Dude, Dalton, what's up, man? What were you going to say?
Man,
I know you don't remember anymore.
No, I remember. All right, you tell me how your week was first, since you always get butthurt that I never ask you first. So you tell me your week first, and then I'll talk about my week.
Well, you're not really asking me. You're more commanding me, and I don't really appreciate your tone. So
like the Commanders?
The Commanders. I do kind of like that name.
I don't mind it. It is what it is, cool. You know?
It's even better if they give us a first-round pick for Jimmy.
Yeah, I would like the Commanders if they did that.
Anyways, my week's been good. Today was very long. I'm very, very tired. I'm very tired.
Yeah. Matt's getting to a point where he's getting grumpy tired, and this is an interesting time for us.
I think that's more from the lack of carbs.
Actually, no, I haven't really been like.
No, he hasn't been bad.
I haven't been bad. Like I'm hungry all the time.
I'll catch him staring at me while I eat food.
Yeah. Like I smell Dalton's food before he eats it. It's not healthy. Don't ever do this, but it is what it is.
Like you do smell it, or you go up to it.
I go up to it.
He goes and smells it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that get off on that kind of stuff.
I'm hoping he's
and
not
I'm pretty
doing that
sure
to my
all of
food.
them are doing the diet that I did, or I'm doing.
RP's ruthless, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, it's almost done though. I'm on. Oh, what day am I on? Let's see. I'm on day 44 of day 56. I have a 91.5 meal adherence rate, and I'm down 7.1 pounds. And the best part of it all, I do this whenever I'm about to crack. I should have done this before the spam masubi. I run.
Don't look at me like I gave you death.
You
I
didn't.
brought
I'm very
joy
happy
to
I
you.
ate it. It was the
So
best thing I had
explain
in a
what
long time.
spam musubi is.
Spam musubi is this delicious delicacy that is spam cooked with a nice little square piece of rice, and it's wrapped in seaweed. Some teriyaki sauce or soy sauce.
It's prime, dude.
So delicious.
It is my favorite snack.
So fucking good. But what I've been doing, if I ever like want to cave and I can feel myself about to do it, I run into my room and I put on the shirt that Emily got me for Christmas that didn't fit because I was too fat.
Oh, I know what I was talking about.
Yep. So then I put it on and it fits me and I get really happy and then I don't want it anymore. You guys caught me in my moment of weakness and I didn't have the wherewithal to run over and go do that. But it's been great. Also today I had to go to my first like work event that had a bunch of people there that I didn't know. And I got to put on my old work clothes again and they actually fit me this time. I wasn't busting out the seams. Fucking pumped.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, man. It's been wild. So almost done with this cut. I'm very happy with it. Good. Whether I, get down to the goal weight or not, I did it all the way through. So I'm going to take some time, probably wait through the open, stay at maintenance, and then either, go for it there or just stay at maintenance, one of the two. That's an update on my diet. Week's been pretty cool. Doll, how's your week?
All right. I think I am reaching another stage in my life at 25. And, growing up, everybody does it. And sometimes you have those stages in life where you don't quite fit into a small, but you don't quite fit into a medium either. And you're like, okay, this is the only time in life this is ever going to happen.
That usually happens in high school.
Speak for yourself.
I was a fat baby. But,
I came out of the womb with medium.
Yeah. with even in high school, like I used to have some clothes maybe like 2 or 3 years ago where I could still wear it, but then like somewhere around 24 I just like got more size on me, and now I'm at a point where mediums are like good but they're a little tight, but like larges are just like kind of too big, so now I'm just stuck, and like I thought I was done going through the situation.
Fast forward 1 year from now, Dalton's like, yeah, I'm in this in between stage where I'm like in a large, and I'm like it looks all right, but then I can fit into an XL. 2 years later, so I fit into an XL. I could fit into a double X.
This is the stages of life, guys. No, that will never be me. But
okay,
it'd be I don't know what's going on. Recently I've just been like everything's so close.
Yeah, you're bulking, dude, and it's working.
Yeah, so I've been bulking also. Since when did we start our diet? Also, the worst idea of me.
46 days ago.
Wow.
So January 2nd.
44 days ago.
So January 3rd.
4th.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a minute.
Yep.
It's working. I think I'm gaining weight. He's losing weight, so it's efficient. And I feel like I'm not like sometimes you could gain too much.
Yeah, you're not fluffy.
I'm not getting fluffy, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just my body's getting comfortable with the weight again. So it's been fun. It's been a good week. I've had a great week.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been efficient, fun, hectic. It's all the good shit, man. You're figuring it out. David, how was your week?
It was good.
See
Actually,
that face?
no, it was what?
That's the face of who going like, I don't want to talk
I don't
about
want to
my
talk
week.
about it.
No, it was good.
I'm not
I
a
got
part of this
to like
podcast.
solve a problem today. I got drenched in hydraulic oil.
Nice.
And it, like strangely turns white when it like
I was about
gets
to say, strangely
pressurized.
turns me on.
I was going there too.
I got my baptism by oil instead of fire.
Did you do it the
out in
right way?
Shop. No, that's why I got baptized in it. I just sprayed all over me because I was putting it in the wrong spaces. It's a very long story. What do you guys know about Caulk?
The animal.
So
No.
sometimes orgasms as they come along, it's a very pow 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 blah thing, and it's not as like a physical one isn't gonna come the same. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you get what I'm saying?
I'm following. Yep.
Yeah. So like females when they orgasm, like it's like an experience. We're just like like it's not like a you can't just enjoy it for multiple minutes like a female can, and it fucking sucks. Sometimes I just wish I could orgasm for a very long time. Why am I talking about this?
I literally have no idea where we're going with this.
So I asked about cock, and
Yeah, see, this is where it comes from.
I was asking about Caulk,
Oh, caulking, like caulk.
like caulk.
But you said cock.
Take out
That's how
everything I
people
just
say it.
said.
No, it's caulk.
It's cock.
No, it's caulk.
No, it's cock.
We
No.
can ask Google Translate. Anyway, that was the word of today's.
Oh, I didn't finish
Wordle.
it. Is that what it was?
That is what
That
today's
sucks.
Wordle
I
was.
fucking hate that. Shouty
Which-
touty. I'm gonna get on a soapbox here for a second. Shouty touty to one of our closest friends that we normally pick on, but in this scenario, she was right. Annalise. Annalise, she's squaring up this week with Wordle.
She is a smart cookie.
She is. She's frustrated because New York Times bought it. Like that's a smart move on their time. On their part, right? But New
So
York
why is it
Times
more
decided to buy it and then just absolutely fuck it up.
Why?
Because
What are
Wordle,
they doing? What are they putting?
Wordle, for those of you that don't necessarily know what it is a word game that you essentially it's a 5-letter word. You have to guess it.
You have to be over 28 years or older to play.
Not
so.
true. Tiles turn certain colors and it makes you.
We talked about it last
Okay.
time.
Okay, we did. Okay, so
So this is what it sounds like.
Cock,
Cock. Cock.
cock,
Cock.
cock,
Wow, the mouth moves too. I didn't know it did
Wait, do
that
it
on
again,
Google.
do it again.
cock,
Yeah, it does move. That's interesting.
anyways, and so New York Times taking it over, and now there's like two correct answers a day now, or some shit like that.
No, it was switching over, but the words are getting harder.
Yeah, and Annalise is upset with it, and I'd like to say it's because the 2-word thing, but made her very upset. But it might just be that they're hard. They're words that we don't know, so maybe we're just dumb. I don't know.
Which, yes, at what point does a game stop being fun for you, like Wordle?
Oh.
It's challenging, so I like
Is
it.
it fun having to go to a dictionary and like look up these words?
I don't do that.
rather than just
Say
thinking
that
about it?
one more time and expect a different answer, please.
Okay. Is it fun to go to the dictionary and look up words?
I can't
that
even
you
fake
think-
it. I can't even fake it. I can't. No, it's not fun.
No,
What?
I'd rather sit there
Just
and
guess.
I mean, you just had me go to the dictionary to look up cock.
Well, that's dictionary with Dave, and we forgot to freaking play.
We did. We're off our game, you guys. But yeah, I don't know. I suddenly don't like it now that New York Times has it. I kind of liked it when it was its own thing.
So you're like being like a punk rock fan right now.
I'm Team Annalise.
Keep
is
it
what
to
I
the
am.
people, man.
I
Power
support
to
Well,
the
you're just
people.
saying that Wordle sold out.
They did, and I don't blame them. I honestly 1,000% would in the same situation. But as a consumer, very disappointed.
Now what they can do is they can make another thing that's exactly the same as Wordle, give it a different title, and then be its competitor brand and be the same company.
Well, there
Everyone goes
was
there.
one that we did that was actually the three of us all did it together. Dalton did it one time. He was very good
Very
at it.
good at it.
Very good at it. And then,
It's called
Yeah.
Loodle,
yeah.
and it was Wordle for crude words.
So I'm good at.
And Dalton, it's like very sexual terms, and Dalton literally guessed it on the second try. It took me forever, and I had to Google what the hell it meant because I had no idea.
I can't remember.
You don't know what
it was.
bussy is?
No.
Oh,
Dalton, you want to tell him what bussy is?
I can't remember. I just guessed the
Like when
word.
you're
I
bussing?
That's not it.
don't- that has something to do with like a male's butt,
Something like that. I don't know.
a bussy,
Anyways,
a bussy.
how? Okay, this is gonna be one leap to another. Will you explain to me the situation about the Arizona priest?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, please.
So there was a priest that was from Arizona, and he was, a priest for many, many years, did all the sacraments, did all this stuff. And when he would baptize people, he would use the phrase, "We baptize you in the name of the Father, the Spirit, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit."
Mm-hmm.
The problem arises from the fact that it is the priest and the priest alone that can baptize, not the priest and the church or the priest and,
So he has to
and
say,
the congregation. So he has to say, I. Because he didn't, they all were counted by the Catholic Church as invalid.
Oh fuck!
And not only did that invalidate the baptisms, but as the people grew up, you cannot get any more sacraments without being baptized.
So this guy just holding
now-
an emergency baptism.
No, so
I.
he resigned, and he's basically spending the rest of his life tracking down everyone that.
Hi, I
Could you
messed up baptizing
imagine-
you. I have to re-baptize you now.
Could you imagine you like
I brought
get-
this kiddie pool.
you live your whole life and you're just like the perfect person, right? Like Caleb. Caleb lives his whole life, right? Just,
Caleb is the perfect person.
just the perfect human being.
the best of
And,
all.
and then you get to heaven and God's like, sorry, man. Can't let you in. You weren't baptized the right way.
The priest got too enthusiastic.
Priest
about
got the-
we.
and meanwhile, the priest is inside. He's like, my bad, man. That sucks.
That really sucks.
Well, how old's this priest?
He's like 80.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there's no way.
That's a life mission.
So if you guys are in Arizona and you're hearing this, or you were baptized in Arizona, and this, I want you all to go Google this to get the pastor's name and go find him before.
And that
He
was one of
goes.
the big questions, was like the people that died thinking they were baptized, like what happens? I guess there's a thing called baptism by desire. So it's like I think it's kind of the same thing. It's like if you were to be dead and repented and accepted, at the gates, I think they let you in.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Nice.
A
That is-
one-word
That is
mistake.
insane.
And how long did this guy get away with it before someone noticed? You know what I mean? Clearly a long time, but
Oh, so 2005. So it was
that's
for
it.
That's a long time.
17 years.
Oh, okay. All right.
For
And-
25,000
And
people.
traditionally, like you're baptized when you're a baby, right?
Yep.
So he just has to go find a bunch of 17-year-olds. And
that
not
he doesn't
be-
know what they look like now.
There you go. Done. Easy. Go to
Because
the
they
high school.
somehow been led farther from Christ and they don't understand why. Turns out.
He's like, I said we. No.
No.
Just imagine all the people it validates are like, that's why I never got an answer when I prayed.
Oh, man.
Can we please talk about the Lord of the Rings
Yes.
Amazon Prime trailer?
Oh, yeah. Look good.
Fuck, dude. Fuck. It's so good.
And so I've heard about some of the lore from you,
Yeah.
and because you get really into it. Am I correct in that thinking this is the second age when there were 7 rings for like all the different
It's before the rings.
rulers? It's called Rings of Power, isn't it?
That's how the rings got made.
Oh, how the rings got made.
Yeah, I
but what?
think
So
so.
what is that about?
I don't know. I don't know.
What can people expect from this show, along with your reactions to seeing the trailer?
So you get to learn more about the dwarves, what actually happened to them, and hopefully they get to show you like Moria, and also elves are going to be more
Prevalent.
Thank you, and maybe they'll show more of the Grey Havens. That's something I'd be really interested in, or even the Blue Mountain dwarves would be really fucking dope, because I know they were a big part of the trading, I believe, with the Red Mountains. And the Misty Mountains, I think. But we get to actually see more battles.
What if the Misty Mountains aren't misty?
They are. You see them in the.
What if they're not, though? Like, what if they have a sunny day?
I don't know. I'm not in Middle Earth weather right now. So.
You want to yell at me so bad.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Why would I want to yell at you? You're asking a perfectly valid, stupid question. So, I think it comes down to how they're going to portray all the characters. But what's beautiful about it is not a lot has been told. So they can have a little bit of freedom and a little bit of like creativity with it. And if I mean, the trailer looked amazing. I'm excited to learn more about the elves and stuff, and learn more about the what are they called? I guess like how Gondor became Gondor and what happens like through that type of like how much they owned and how much they lost, and maybe they'll show like the Dol Amroth, which would be pretty cool if they can do that. I don't know. There's a lot of places I'm really excited to see, but I don't know what to expect. You know, it's very exciting. Very exciting. What did you guys think?
Do you think it's going to be better than The Hobbit?
Yes.
Do you think it's going to be better than
No.
Lord of the Rings?
No.
Why?
It's just Lord of the Rings has my heart. It has nostalgia mixed with awesomeness, and you just can't fuck it up.
I think it will be.
You think it'll be better than Lord of the Rings? Why?
I do. I think that TV shows you can deliver a much more, I don't want to say personalized experience, but it's essentially a bunch of little movies where you can have a bunch of different messages in each episode as opposed to like one long portraying one. I think it'll be more enjoyable because I think the way that we consume content is such a rapid pace that it'll keep our attention long enough, and they have the budget to make it really, really fucking good, right? So it's going to be a bunch of like little mini Lord of the Rings movies, right? Which is dumb because it's basically what a show is. But they'll be able to take their time with different storylines and craft it throughout all of it rather than one
I'm excited.
Long
I will always, like, if it's Star Wars or if it's Lord of the Rings, I will put in the work and the time to understand and appreciate everything it is. I've been doing that with Star Wars a lot lately because I've been watching a lot of trailers for the new Star Wars games or the old ones too.
Me and Dalton played Lego Star Wars yesterday.
Do they have a demo for it?
No, not the new Lego Star Wars.
Oh, the old one.
Yeah, which one did we play?
Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Did that one already have the camera split in the middle when you would run apart?
Yeah, I hate that.
That didn't seem as much fun as watching the two of you get frustrated with the camera.
That was worse.
Since because you would be able to pull each other away.
Oh yeah, we used to do that a lot.
We haven't really gotten past the intro yet.
No,
it starts with the Battle of Geonosis, and after that you start on a ship, and then you have to do a few, like two more missions to unlock the whole like loading screen or whatever area, the waiting area, and you can go from ship to ship and through space. You can fly from the Republic flagship to the Separatist flagship, and it's super cool and super fun because then you see like different characters and stuff.
So I had a revelation yesterday when we were playing. Dalton goes, "Yeah, it's the clones versus the droids," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I've always thought that the droids and the clones were the same, like they were on the same team. Now,
right?
Hear me out.
Is that the stupidest thing you ever heard in your life?
Hear me out, and this is why. All the droids look exactly the same. So they're clearly clones of each other. Okay? I swear to God, this is what I thought.
Stop.
I swear to God, this is what I thought.
You're embarrassing yourself.
So I was like, wait, they're not the same? And Dalton's like, no, Matt, the people are clones. They're the clones. I'm like, oh, are they clones? Like, there's different people. Like, you don't see people in Star Wars. They don't look the same. But the droids do. The droids are clones of each other. I think I'm actually right, and I think you're wrong.
I think you're misunderstanding the definition of a clone.
Okay, explain it to me.
Clones are like biological.
Organic beings.
Organic. That's the word.
No, that's not what a clone is. A replica of oneself.
A replica of what?
Oneself.
Which would be you, right?
It's pretty deep.
Yeah. Like a clone of me would be me. Right there.
So is a droid making himself, or are you making the droid? Because then wouldn't a droid be a clone too? If you're making
That's exactly what I just said. A droid is a clone.
No, it's not. We got it right here on the screen.
I can't read that. I need you to read it to me.
With David. Clone. Definition of a clone. Noun. Biology. An organism or cell.
Biology.
A group of organisms or cells produced asexually from one ancestor or stock to which they are genetically identical. Specifically, only organisms or cells.
That's right, folks.
Droids
okay, but
are robots.
Here's my issue.
Robots.
Okay.
My issue is that there's no clones of the people. They all are different.
No, they're all based on one clone, Matthew.
They're all genetically identical.
They're
that gets into the idea of genetics versus like consciousness. And
they're all from one person. They're all from Jango Fett.
Just because they have different personalities doesn't.
Boba Fett. Boba Fett is a clone, but he was they like took him out of the cloning process or like the speeding process that they go through, so he can have a son. That's all Jango wanted was like the son.
So they
Boba.
just decided this guy needs to have a child, so they pulled him out?
That's what he requested. It was to have one for himself. So you could raise him to be his own.
He wanted to have a clone of himself to raise.
He wanted
that.
to have a kid. He wanted to raise.
But the kid's not a clone. Are kids just clones?
They have to go through the process of growing up, Matthew.
We're just clones of dad.
No, you are not genetically identical to your father.
Oh otherwise,
you'd be fighting a lot more people.
I'd just be mad all the time.
No, kids are not clones.
What are you not understanding?
No,
I
I
really
just, like,
don't see
I
what
think-
you're not getting about clones.
This hurts my brain to think about, and I'm a smart
A
person,
clone
but I
is,
feel very dumb right now.
is an organic being with the same genetic code as that person.
But
Jango Fett is that person.
and I think you're bugged out because
So the Jedis aren't clones.
Why would you think the Jedi are clones?
Because you're saying
Why?
because who are the droids fighting? The droids are fighting the Jedis,
But what?
and it's called
the droids are fighting the Jedi, not the clones. You dumb.
Yes, and it's the
I am
droid.
worthy. I am true. I am free to be with you.
It's the droids versus the clones, and the Jedis are fighting the droids. Therefore, Jedis are clones.
The clones are fighting on behalf of the Jedi.
I'm so confused.
Matthew, there's nothing to be confused about. Shut the fuck up. There's
Matt,
literally nothing to be
your
confused
line
about.
of thinking is me and you are fighting Dalton. You are fighting Dalton, and I am fighting Dalton. Therefore, you are me.
If we're doing the same action, you are a clone of me, sir.
Yeah.
No. What the? Am
Alright.
I, David? Am I crazy?
No. Matt didn't know what clone means.
And why did you stick to it so hard? Why didn't you just let me explain it to you?
You did it. I made me more confused.
How?
Because
What is so confusing about
I
it?
think I need to see. Can you pull up a picture of a clone?
Matt,
Like a Star Wars
it's not
clone.
gonna be anything different. You know what a clone looks like.
Watch. It's gonna be a robot.
Go to images.
It's gonna be a robot. See?
Hey, it
It's
is
a
the
clone.
first one.
That's not a droid.
These are not
Matt,
droids.
the thing we're fucking the 3D printer thing. That's a fucking droid. What I'm making over there is a droid. You print all the last two pieces, David?
Okay, let's move on. I'm sure our listeners are tired. of hearing
I
us
just don't
argue.
understand.
It's okay, man. I'm just sometimes greatness is misunderstood. You know.
So what was bugging you about clones? The fact that they're genetically identical, or were you saying they're different because they have different personalities?
So-
And second question added onto that is, would you do it for like if you were offered a shit ton of money, would you make yourself an army of clones so like another person can use it? And you're the baseline of an army.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That'd be cool. I
You don't know what that army's
So
gonna
I
do,
see.
though.
Okay,
Matt.
I think clone means identical, right? And then my line of thinking was these people that I'm considering are clones that I at the time thought was Jedis. They never look alike. So I was like, okay, well, this is clearly not the clones, right? Then stormtroopers, I didn't know, are apparently all the same bloodline, right? But they're wearing the same.
No, stormtroopers.
we're gonna skip past all that.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother conversation. But
Why is this so complicated? Anyways,
Because it's
so I thought
sci-fi
because all
universe.
droids look exactly the same, therefore droids are clones of other droids. They look the exact same. That makes more sense to me than these clone individuals that I have no idea what they look like, apparently.
so the Super Bowl was last week.
It was.
great.
I'd like to,
Super Bowl sucked. Halftime show was great.
Halftime shows. I've never wanted. I don't think I've ever really sat down through an entire halftime
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Two, I've never sat through a whole halftime show and wanted it to continue.
Yeah, yeah.
It was really fast.
It really was.
See, was it though? Because I feel like I just really enjoyed it.
No, I feel like
I
it
mean,
could
it
have
was
been definitely
15
longer.
minutes. That's
How long is it normally?
I don't know. I thought it was like 30 minutes.
I feel like did Queen perform for one of the Super Bowl halftime shows?
I don't think so.
I think who was? I haven't thinking about Prince. Prince.
Yeah, Prince did.
Prince had a long show, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's Prince.
He does what he wants.
I mean, these are like great rappers.
This is the first time that hip hop was ever the main, like the headliners.
Yeah,
the
they
main
fucking
act.
killed it. Although I multiple people have told me they did not like it, and I don't understand why.
I mean, do they like rap?
I mean, it's if you live in L.A.,
I mean, there's
I
been
mean,
times where country singers have gone
if you
up
live in
and,
California, you're
and
gonna
I
like rap.
didn't enjoy it, but like it was good. Like it was a good show.
I thought it was great.
So much fun. You got a little shout out from Tams. Got to give a shouty touty. They got a Super Bowl shout out. And what's funny is apparently it's very big in LA.
I mean, I've had Tams like a few times,
but-
but not as much.
And you know Tam's on this show. We've talked about them.
Yeah,
a couple
but
times.
Tams is just the place that me and David would go hang out at.
Listen
and
to
eat.
cows die.
Listen to cows get murdered in the back.
How expensive were those burgers?
$1.50.
That's not even bad, bro.
Dude, that's
awesome.
why we went there. We were broke high school
Were
kids.
they good sized burgers too?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I honestly don't know how they stay in business because
No, well, that ended.
yeah, but it went on for a while. It was like a 3-month thing.
It was like a year.
Did you guys destroy
was.
your stomach with it? Like, would it make you shit your pants or anything?
No, I didn't have
Really?
stomach issues then. I was young and supple. But yeah, that was cool to see. Halftime show was super good. Game was pretty good. Just wish that some calls weren't made, other calls were made. So
You talking about the face mask?
I wish that was actually called. Like on
That
both
should have
on,
been
on
called.
both sides. Like the face mask should have been called.
But also that holding
soft
penalty.
ass holding penalty.
That
and
was
the
bullshit.
Fucking, and this is my problem. Is like if you're gonna let him play all game, let him fucking play. Don't decide to get all soft and picky towards the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that 4th and 1 play, Aaron Donald's offsides. His head's fucking on the other side of the football when they hike the ball. Anyways, congratulations, Rams. Hope you guys don't get it next year.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying congratulations.
I am happy for Matt Stafford, though.
Matt Stafford deserves that shit. Okay, I'll say that. Matt Stafford has worked his ass off for that.
See, and here's the thing is like,
He's a great quarterback.
if they were in any other division than the NFC West, I'd be like, legitimately congratulations. And like, they worked so hard for it. And like, there's part of me that's like, good for you. And I'm happy for them. But at the same time, there's the 49er fan in me that's like, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah,
No one else in the NFC West should ever win a Super Bowl except the 49ers.
exactly how I.
As irrational as that sounds, that's how I feel. And nobody's going to change my mind.
It's just the way it is, and that's okay. You know.
Now, the Super Bowl is definitely a time where it's like you get all the food, you get all the wings, you get all this crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, I love Super Bowl.
How did that work for at least half of you when you're on this RP program?
I only ate meat.
I had 3 pork sandwiches.
I literally just ate a plate.
Yeah, you were really excited for what your dad was going to make that morning.
Yeah, because like I've been on it for a month, and usually on the weekends I don't really count. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like just because of that, I'll eat whatever. But I'm just trying to be mindful of it. Like today, saw my mom for lunch, went to BJ's. I ordered chicken, and I only ate the chicken breast. And I didn't have a beer. I didn't order burgers. I got a Diet Coke.
Sounds like you're doing BJ's wrong.
I was. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, you have to do BJ's definitely a certain way.
I will
For
definitely be going back for beer and a burger and some fries and a Pizookie.
When?
Whenever this is over. What day is it? 44?
Well,
Soon.
what day are you supposed to get to?
56.
Oh, that's it.
Yep.
How much are you supposed to be cutting?
Huh?
How much?
I'm supposed to get down to 172 pounds.
And you're already there.
I'm at 173 at this current moment.
Are you gonna keep cutting?
I'm going to stay in maintenance for a little bit, let my body heal up, enjoy some food. Then I'll probably do it again.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were going like down to 162 again.
Nope, my body would self-destruct.
I think you could do 162. I just don't think you'd like it.
No, not at all. I'm okay. I'm okay with the slow thing. I'm gonna go a little bit.
Matt
level
at
out.
162 was wild, man. Fucking monster. Fucking monster, dude. It was amazing. I'd always tell Matthew, I say, bro, when you were 162, he literally had the perfect body. Like, just looked like an anime character.
Is that when your abs showed up?
Yeah.
Oh
They-
my god,
They came out
dude.
for 2 weeks.
Fucking anime character. Insane. Like,
The,
Baki style.
the only problem is that wasn't at 162. That was at 147, and I was not a happy man.
That was 147 you were that ripped?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 147. That
That
was
was
insane.
nationals, Matt.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so when I was that lean, I competed in. It wasn't actually nationals. It was a national level competition, but it was called the American Open Finals, or not finals, American Open. But so in my weight class, I remember going there, and I had to go to weigh-ins, and I was standing there, and I was looking around. I remember looking at everybody in the eyes, and then it was weird. I was like, the hell? Why am I like? Normally I see chins or chests, right? I don't really see eyes that often. And then I looked around. I was like, my people, because everybody was my height, right? And so it was just like that weight class where that's just kind of like the average height. So I weighed in, But the problem was that like they were all like traditional weightlifters, right? So like legs are really big, arms are defined but not like super big, right? And then like no chest because you need to be very
triceps.
you need to be very flexible in your chest,
Yeah.
right? And so a lot of them just didn't have like a defined chest. And then you had me where like in my like I almost said my onesie in my my singlet.
I just picture Matt in like a Sully onesie.
Yeah. And so but in that like I looked like huge. You know what I mean? And so at the very end after competing, I get off, I go over to my coach, I say thank you so much, I give him a hug, and this lady comes over and she's like, "Excuse me, sir, congratulations, you've been randomly selected to be drug tested." I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, you need to come with me so we can go, test you for if you've been taking steroids." And I'm like, "You think I took steroids to like lift that weight? Like that was my outcome. I took steroids to lift below average like weights. You know what I mean?" But it got me thinking about this whole situation with the Russian lady in the Olympics.
Which, yeah, the Winter Olympics are happening right now. I know no one's
Have
watching
you watched
them,
it? No?
essentially.
Have you?
No.
No?
I've watched the snowboarding on TikTok.
I don't know if anyone watches anything else. I know
Yeah.
like the ice skating gets pretty, some views.
I do watch curling only because one of the 49ers old tight ends, Vernon Davis, he was like an honorary
Curler?
curler.
How do you become an honorary curler?
He just-
Hey,
so
the curler game is wild,
he
man.
had the audience and he randomly said he was into it or something like that. So then he went out and trained and was actually pretty decent at it. So they let him, I don't know if he ever competed in the Olympics, but he did something. It's pretty cool. Anyways, sorry.
Who did was it a bobsled thing? Tia Toomey? Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't she do a bobsled team?
A lot of
before?
CrossFitters are like randomly into bobsledding now. I think it's just because like it's like a quick sprint and they're pretty explosive. So
That
it's
can
just
make
the
sense.
starting, right?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
they like start it and they run with it and then they just hop in and I think the other person does everything else.
Mm. Mhm.
But yeah, a 15-year-old Russian ice skater tested positive for some type of steroids. And this was after like they had started their runs and it came out and she tested for it and they're still going to let her compete
Why?
What?
How?
because she's underage. I think they're not blaming her. They're blaming the coach. And so in one category she's already won. They hadn't done the podium ceremony and they canceled that or they postponed it, which sucks for the second and third place team.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't because it's ongoing, it's in the middle of it rather than before the Olympics or after. I guess they don't know what the heck to do.
So then are they just like are they just gonna like remove the medal? Because it's not like this is the first time a Russian Olympian is being popped for something.
Yeah.
You're talking about Icarus?
Yeah, that's fucking wild documentary. Also, have you seen Tinder Swindler yet?
We did watch it,
Bro,
yes.
what the actual
Haven't watched
fuck?
it.
Tinder Swindler?
Oh, Dalton, you need to
I
watch
haven't
it.
watched it.
I mean, you can talk about the generals
You know what?
of
I'm
it.
probably not gonna watch it. Just to talk about
Why?
it.
It's
No,
the same
I
people
know.
that made Don't Fuck with Cats.
I didn't watch that either.
Why not?
I can't. I saw cats. I didn't know they're gonna get abused. I can't watch that shit. Fucking
That's like
scares the shit out of me.
I get that, but it's just the start. If that's like the first episode, right?
Mhm.
If you can get past that first episode, it goes
Okay,
even
but do they
farther.
throw cats in like a trash can or something?
I don't.
You
Honestly
don't have to
remember.
watch those parts. You can fast forward through those parts.
I just hate watching.
This one's not as intense.
This one's not.
but
no.
still, it's like.
just as wild.
Okay.
You're just like, what the fuck?
All right, I'll give it a shot. Watch
I
it.
mean, I don't think it's about the destination. This
Yeah.
documentary, it's
Yeah.
about the journey. Like you can know this. I knew the story before we watched it.
Oh, did you? I didn't.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard about it.
and it's more just about like how, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
And essentially, it's this guy who matched with these girls and somehow swindled them out of
A lot of money.
tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Really?
Yeah.
That's when? When did this happen?
This was like 2014, 15.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like 6 years ago.
Wow, that is fucking crazy.
And he's
How do you even do that? I don't even understand.
He's
that.
like not like the best looking guy.
I don't
or
know, but I
anything.
saw it and I was like, man, this guy is over here just raking in the bucks, and I like just convincing multiple women to give him money for stuff, like to go and take loans out, loans
Wow.
out for him, right? And I literally can't get some people to sign an insurance policy, let alone pay their bill. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm like, how this guy could make a killing as a salesman, but he's just wasting his time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
It
And
was all in Tinder. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know. Online dating is an interesting thing overall, but man, it's like there's some interesting people out there
Mhm.
that you just don't. Sometimes you just don't expect it, and you get really thrown off. And it's very hard to sometimes come back from it because it's like it just kind of weirds you out. So like,
After some bad experiences.
yeah, it can happen. So
What were we talking about before that? How did we
Well,
get on that topic?
you
the
mentioned
game of love.
You mentioned your insurance and marketing and stuff like that, and you're as we made sure you're a marketer and stuff. And Adidas came out with this ad campaign. They're selling new bras, and so they decided that we are going to the best way to show that there is a bra for every type of breast is to show every single type of breast. So they just tweeted out 25 different pairs
Of bras?
of boobs.
Like bare boobs.
Yes, and I'm trying to find it right now for you guys. They might have taken
There's
it
no way
down.
that thing is still up.
It was up for a while.
Really?
Yeah. Only on Twitter.
Like they just doubled down on the ad and they were like, this is what we want to do.
Just to get attention for it, you think?
I mean, it obviously worked. We're talking about it.
Well, is this it? There it is. Okay, it got put behind a potentially sensitive
Oh!
content.
Yep. Wow, they
Nice.
really went for it. Why would they do this? So many questions.
Because it was to prove, like I said, it was to show there is what it says right there. We believe women's breasts in all shapes and sizes deserve support and comfort, which is why our new sports bra range contains 43 styles, so everyone can find the right fit for them. So they're like here, yep.
Nice.
But they talked to the marketing campaign manager,
Yeah.
and he essentially was like, yes, it's shock value for
Yeah,
sure.
for
yeah,
sure.
How do
absolutely.
you get someone's attention?
Yeah.
You show them naked people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it made waves.
Yeah, I don't blame it. I mean, I don't know of another large company like this that's done something
He just
as
cut it
drastic
out.
as that.
I'm over it.
But
And that's the thing. People were getting mad because it is breast, but they were like, it's not like we're presenting a sexual image or like
yeah.
something like an erotic image. Like these are very much like almost like not scientific, but just matter of fact. It's more like here's a
It's just-
picture of bodies.
well, I think too, it's the shock value, and then when you start to think about it, I think it's like, nobody's the same. And so I think it's a way of like an inclusivity type of thing where it's like, yeah, like we have enough for everybody, and somebody is looking at these pictures is going to be like, oh, like, one of those is similar to my shape, so it's a very inclusive way, but I think the shock value, they have to capture your attention somehow.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
absolutely the way to do it.
Smart.
I don't know if it's led to any like higher sales, but
So my question with this whole thing is like, wasn't there that track star that wasn't allowed to run because she smoked weed?
yeah, she tested positive for marijuana, and then before the Olympics started, and she was banned.
Yeah, she wasn't allowed to. So then how is this girl getting away
Different
with it?
times.
How? It was literally this year.
That happened to the run of this year?
Yeah, when was it? It was like recent. Or was it last year? It might have been last year.
It was 2 years ago.
Okay.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Last year because
Yeah.
it got
Oh,
pushed
so
back.
weed was legal then?
I mean, yeah, it was legal, but she still didn't get to run. And she had just won some large race, too.
That's weird.
Right?
Yeah, that's weird.
Or she like set a record in her trials.
Yeah, and then she couldn't compete because she smoked a joint.
The fuck? Just let them relax.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
So
on.
yeah, because she's a minor, and because she tested negative last year at the Summer Olympics.
That's so
and
dumb.
she's claiming she didn't know she was being drugged.
Yeah.
Wow, so they're going to take this guy to jail.
They think it's the coach. It's a woman.
They're going to take this female to jail.
And the results came only after she had skated in her first event. So because she'd already started skating. And she's part of a team. She's not a solo skater.
So? See, this is what I don't like. If you're going to have a rule, black or white, keep it that way. Don't start to bend the fucking goalpost for people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's fucked up.
And so, yeah, it's also interesting because they're not, skating under the name of Russia. They're skating under the Russian Olympic Committee because Russia's still not allowed to compete. Because
I wonder why.
Because
You know what I mean?
yeah. But, yeah. Here's one that was really, really funny to me. So, and it sounds like something Dalton would do.
Oh, God.
I don't even know if he'd do this. But.
There was a security guard who was stationed at a museum
Okay.
just to watch the paintings, make sure no one tried anything,
Yeah.
And he was in front of a set of, pieces of art that featured mainly faceless people. He decided, I think this would be better if they had faces. And he drew faces with pen
Oh.
on these works of art.
What
Good
the
Lord.
fuck?
I want to show you.
Were they at least good?
I want to show you the. What do you think? What do you think that would like? One, why would someone do that? And two, what do you think they would do with that?
It has to be a mistake. Like,
I-
they had to be like,
I-
oh.
No, I don't even like. Oh,
Oh
God.
my God. So he was I'm telling you right now, he was on drugs. He was on fucking drugs. To even let himself do this? Oh my God. He
Is this
fucking
like a
ruined
high-end
it.
museum?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, he ruined. Oh my God. This guy is going to get sued.
Well, the good thing is that it looks like the pen's very light, so they could probably just repaint over it.
They don't do that.
Okay.
Correct. No, they can restore it.
Can they restore that?
It was weird because they still said it was going to be like a $30,000 restoration.
Well, they have to like,
How?
maybe they might have to age the paint or something. Who knows?
I mean, we saw what happened with the Jesus restoration.
Can you age paint? That's a great question.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
Just leave it out.
send it to school?
Grow, young one.
Those two paintings. That painting was $974,000.
Jesus Christ.
And the damage would cost $3,300 to fix.
What a fucking idiot.
Oh my gosh.
At least he's
Yeah,
like,
he had to be on drugs.
he definitely loses his job though,
Oh,
right?
1000%.
Like, he's definitely not working there anymore.
Yeah, no.
They're like, well, we're actually short staffed, so you can stay for one more week.
Is there ever a time where you'd find you'd find
No.
yourself in a similar
Oh.
position?
Possibly, but
No.
I would think thoroughly about like how I can get rid of the evidence or like how to like make sure no one knows that I drew on it.
$975,000.
Dalton, there's no way you, of all people, are in a fine art museum and you decide, I'm going to take this pen and draw eyes on these faces.
Well, no, because I appreciate art, Matthew. But if it's like, say like a shark museum or like a dinosaur museum, like damn right, I'm gonna touch those bones.
Okay, this is touching a bone. This isn't
Or like climbing on top of it and taking a picture of you riding a dinosaur.
this isn't ripping a tooth
All things I
off of
wanted to do.
the clay dinosaur and then running out of the room with it. Or thinking, oh, it'd be funnier if this dinosaur was missing a
You're
tooth.
taking this so seriously. You really.
Because I just know you. I know you wouldn't do that.
I know I wouldn't do that. I'm giving a similar scenario of what I would do.
Creating content.
But
Yeah.
he's just like denying it. He's like, Dalton, there's
You-
no
I
argument
just
here.
know you wouldn't do it.
I
I-
no, I'm aware.
I raised you better than this.
You didn't raise me for
I
shit.
raised you.
First of all,
You're
and
my
second of
you're
all,
my
You
son.
used to just say you raised him better than that.
Yeah, I did. You're my clone.
I wouldn't. Anything Matthew likes, and Monique is his clone. Maggie's his clone. Anything he enjoys, he thinks it's probably because it came from me. So I'm obviously the mastermind here.
No, you're my clone. I'm the mastermind.
That's what I was fucking explaining.
You didn't explain it very well.
Oh, yeah. Repress those buttons.
Okay.
On my charger.
Is that what it is? Anything Matt enjoys now is just gonna be. He's gonna be like, that was a good sandwich. I can't believe I had to eat my own
Well,
clone.
I'm trying to have like an actual conversation. He's just turning it down.
So the thing that bugs me on this is that they keep talking about how it was an accident. I don't know how you accidentally take a pen and draw eyes on it.
No.
And then he says it was his very first shift ever at the museum.
He did that on his first day?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with this person?
He said he thought it was a children's drawing. It was avant-garde artwork. And then he said some teenagers had asked him to draw on it.
None of this sounds like an excuse. It sounds like stupidity.
And that's what the art curator manager said. He was like, you made a stupid mistake.
How the fuck do you do that?
You have a pen.
Is there anything like super stupid you done on like your first day of work?
No.
Oh, what about you, David?
What?
Oh no, what else?
Homie says that they have security cameras that show him doing it. He drew on it, and then after he drew on it, said that he didn't feel good, and then he left.
So he drew on it, got sick, and went home?
Yep.
He drew on it, realized he fucked up. He's gonna lose his job, and left.
Maybe.
Crazy.
Wow.
All right, let's get into this last segment.
Yes, we will end with one of our, bi-weekly segments. Well, I guess now it's every time because we do the episodes bi-weekly. It's 99-cent advice.
You got 99 cents with your name on it. It's advice.
I forgot that we had an intro for that.
There's always an intro.
No, there's one that doesn't have it.
And this,
If you are right and everyone else in the room is wrong,
Maybe it's you who is wrong.
I wanted to say that more in a like a
Like Dr. Seuss?
yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
you want to try it again?
I don't know how you interpreted that. I was expecting something, but I don't know what.
If you are right and everyone else in the room is wrong,
Maybe it's you who is wrong,
that's terrible.
said Cat in the Hat.
There you go. That's how you did it.
All right.
Just look within.
If you're right and everyone else in the room is wrong, maybe it's you who's wrong. I think this is goes straight back to that other one that's for every time you point a finger, there's 3 others pointing back at you.
We never did that one either.
No?
No.
All right, we're going to double 2 to 2. What's 99 cents times 2?
$2 Chuck.
$2 Chuck. $2 Chuck.
Is $2 Chuck reliable? Good old reliable.
Good old reliable $2 Chuck. Always $2. Always a
Never know
good
where he
time.
is, but he's always there.
I think this is actually good advice because I think it's so easy for us to think that other people are wrong.
Blame.
It's easy to cast the blame, but it's not. It's hard to look back on yourself. You know what I mean? To have that self-awareness to look at yourself and be like, oh, maybe this is something internally,
And then
maybe
to
this is
even
me.
work on that afterwards is the hardest thing too.
But I think it requires a level of self-awareness that's really important. Yeah, I like this advice. I think it's really good because it kind of goes with the same thing. It's like if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
I think that one's different though.
It is because in this situation, the room that you're in, you're the one that's wrong.
I think even on a metaphorical
Therefore,
level,
you're not
it's
the
different.
smartest. Huh?
I think even on a metaphorical level, it's different.
How so?
I feel like you never want to be the smartest person in the room is a saying for you should always be trying to better. You should always be trying to challenge yourself and better yourself.
I feel like that all stems from the same thing.
And this one is more, hey, consider.
What?
You didn't let me
Why
finish
is that
my
how you wanna start
sentence.
that?
Hey,
Hey.
consider other people's perspectives.
Yeah.
Take into account. One is more based on your.
I think I'm just assuming because it says room.
Yeah,
these are the
you're
same
making a
rooms.
connection
You know what I
there.
mean?
It's not a bad connection to make.
No. But yeah, I think this is 99 cent advice for sure. $99 advice, I'd say. Because I think
$99
anything that
advice.
requires you to stop and be like, okay, is this something that is me? You know what I mean? Like anytime you have that self-reflection, you might stop and look at the situation and look at yourself and be like, no. Like this is fine. You know, like it's just, we have different beliefs, whatever it is, right? But also at the same time, it could be you. And I think having that ability to objectively sit down and look at yourself in, you know, the situation and honestly say, you know what, no, I am in the wrong here. That's huge. That's very hard for so many people to do. It's hard for me to do, and I have to force myself to do it a lot, you know?
So if we go back and we talk about clones,
I still think I'm right in that situation.
There you
there
have
are
it,
three
folks.
of us in the room.
There you have
This
it.
is 99. This is 1 cent advice.
Yeah, I agree with Matthew with a lot of that. It's all with self-awareness. You know, if you can learn how to do that, you'll learn a lot, and life becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, but how do you learn that?
I don't know.
I feel like that's the hardest thing is if
Everyone has their
what's
own
got to
journey.
happen for you to be able to make that perspective change.
I think you need to be able to entertain the idea that you might be wrong. Like, what does that look like? Like, you have to, like, there has to be a moment in time where somebody or something doesn't happen, and it's like it rings too similar to other situations or other people and what they say, right? Like, there's a pattern, right? And when you see all that, if you're able to sit and be like, is it me? Like, you know, and I think that causes a lot of self-reflection. And I believe that we have a lot of the answers inside of us already.
Yeah.
We just have to be willing to let those things come up.
You gotta be willing to listen and not accept so many distractions.
But I think that's the hardest step.
Well, that's
What do
because
you
it's
do to get to that.
you have to be willing to be wrong. Like, you have to be okay with it. There's no ABC. Like, it's different for everybody.
Everybody has their own type of adventure they're gonna have.
And
with
it's
spirituality.
hard because it's our ego that's trying to protect us, right? Like, our bodies are meant to not want to do things. Like, for instance, this is going to go off on another tangent, but like,
Perfect.
I've been thinking a lot about fear and how so often people, and myself included, especially myself, I'm going to speak strictly for me so you guys can get to know me real well. I stop myself from doing a lot of things because of fear. Like, you're either doing things from one of two places, either from fear or from love, right? And you're either doing something because you love to do something, or you're doing something from the fear of what happens if you don't do it, right? So let's take that situation into a business endeavor, into whatever it is that you want to say. You want to try a new hobby, right? But there's this fear. And what's funny is that fear itself doesn't actually exist, right? It's this weird, like, the way I described it to myself the other day is like, fear is this veil that is in front of you from everything that you want, right? And fear doesn't exist. The outcomes may happen, right? That is true. But like, this like idea of fear isn't there, you know? And it's like this, I imagine this like thin white veil that you can see through, because you can always see what it is that you want to do, what you want to try. But you have to be able to break through this veil to get through and go and attempt the things that you want to attempt, right? But so often this fear seems like this big, you know, drastic, dark wall that we have to get through. But it really isn't, because fear isn't this physical thing. We may manifest it in our body in certain ways. Some feel it in their legs, some get really tight in their chest, right? But like, when we look at it at this point of, if fear is the barrier of entry for everything you've ever wanted in life, it's like everything else. It's this thin veil that you just need to kind of walk through, right? Like, if you think about, for me, like going to CrossFit, like that at one point in time, that was scary. That I was afraid. I experienced fear. You know what I mean? But now it's just become a part of my life. Why? Because I was willing to walk through that veil of fear in order to go and what I knew was going to better my life, or something that I wanted to try. Now, there's been other times where I've been afraid of a situation and there's that veil of fear, and I walked through, and the situation that I didn't want to happen, or the outcome I didn't want, happened, but it was never as bad as I intended, as I experienced it in my head. You know, we talk so much and we let our expectations of these terrible situations get so high that it's like, we expect it to be there, but because we've already had it get so high, it's never that bad, you know? But it's been fascinating to me to see just in my own life how many things I've missed out on and how many things I haven't done because this thin fucking piece of veil is what stops me, you know? And so like to sit there and like to position it in that way makes it less scary because it's like, you know, you have to walk through it for everything. And it's really just this thin thing that is going to just go over my head. But it's like that dog that, you know, grew up around that big dog that grew up around small dogs and just doesn't know that it's big. You know, it's like that same thing. You don't know unless you actually walk through. But the veil's never as thick as you think it is.
Right on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dalton, you got really interested in the middle of it.
Yeah. I've never pictured it that way. I picture fear, I guess, like, I think we all picture fear a little differently.
How do you picture it?
I don't really think about it too much. I feel like I always learn the best when I'm scared the most. So, you know, if you throw somebody in a pit of fire, they got to learn how to survive in it. So I feel like the more I just throw myself into things, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to come out okay. So I think I've had to do that with a lot of things in like the past like few years. Just kind of throw myself into the pits and see what happens. I think that's the way I just handle it. Is I just like go, all right, well, fuck it. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I guess that's the only way I do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I was meditating or what, but I kind of came up with that visualization on it.
That's
and
cool.
I was like,
That's a cool way to talk about it.
It makes it
Approachable.
yeah, like it's not this like daunting task.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like if it's and also too, I think positioning it like back to we do things from out of love or fear. I think positioning it in a way where it's the barrier of entry, right? It allows us to stop moving from a place of fear or from a what's the opposite of abundance?
Debundance.
No.
Like a lack or
It allows you to operate. It allows you to operate in a way of abundance, knowing that everything's through there, and it allows you to like walk in a way of love to get there, right? As opposed to coming from a place of a lack. There's a word, and I can't think of it. It's fucking bugging me. Rather than thinking like there's not enough, you know what I mean? And that this fear and like you act in a way of fear to not walk through that because you're viewing it as, you know, the room that you want to enter is too much for you. You know what I mean? There's two different ways to enter it, you know? I can't think of the word. But yeah. So
Matthew loves fear. That's what we're learning today.
That's interesting. The way you explain it to me makes me think of it more of like a mirror. But I get it because that doesn't give it that barrier of entry kind of way. Because I'm like, fear, when I think, makes me picture when you look at it, it's only going to show you the worst possible outcome. And that's what's going to push you away from attempting it.
Yep.
But it doesn't, the analogy doesn't read the same way yours does.
yeah, you know, like those beads that they have in doorways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something like that
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it's never going to hurt as bad as you think, but you got to get through it. And it's not like it's always kind of an annoyance.
I really
you know?
don't know how to walk through those little things.
I go like this with my hands.
No, I tried walking through one time, and when I walked through it, I like went out like I was walking through it, and I asked like some tugged on me at some point, and just like 3 of them fell.
Yeah.
And just beads were everywhere.
Yeah, 'cause
Well,
you're
those
supposed
were
to-
haunted.
Open it. No, you have to open it like a door.
Really? Why can't I just walk through it? It doesn't make sense to me why it doesn't work.
Because that is the door.
That is the door. You still have to open it.
So I would have to like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
push
hey
it to the
guys,
side.
instead of going, hey guys.
It's a curtain.
Interesting.
You know? Do you just walk through your blinds? Or do you
I mean,
move the
depends how they
blinds?
look. If I can see on the other side, I'll walk through them.
Anyways,
Dalton, what got you stoked? What are you squaring up with this week?
So with the Rams winning, it sucks. It's stupid. I hate it.
oh, I had a square up this week.
What is your square, Matt?
My square up this week is that we're trading Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And that's what everybody's been wanting to say all season long. We got to trade him, get rid of him, let Trey Lance play. But then now everybody also has a problem with Trey Lance being the starter.
And I want Tom Brady.
And so
None of this makes sense.
and I don't understand why. I just fans are weird. I don't get it. I'm a weird dude, but
People like people like topics.
Yeah.
People like topics.
What about you, Cheese? What are you scoring up with?
The smell of hydraulic oil.
Ah,
It
nice.
was all over my pants. And,
What does it smell like?
it's like gasoline.
Nice. I love that
A little
smell.
bit, kind of.
No.
It's got those same properties a lot of the time.
Wow. How'd you
So-
get that all over you?
That was when I was we were trying to fix a problem or find out why something wasn't working. So I had to it was with a hydraulic system. So we were like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's all backing up in
And then
this one spot. And so I loosened
And you were
it,
right.
and we were right. Yeah.
Oh,
and it's
shit.
just- It all that pressure
Ah,
was
dude.
right there.
Did it ruin your clothes?
Did it get in your eyes?
I mean, they're work pants. I only wear those
You had
pants. to
safety
work
glasses
anyway.
on, right?
No.
oh,
But it's
David.
just hydraulic oil.
oil
in your eyes.
That's a cool name.
Oil in your eyes.
What's up, everybody? We're oil in your eyes, and this is called
Hydraulic fluids.
hydraulic fluid. Matt, what's your wojo of the week?
My Wojo of the week is that I played golf with David and Mr. Rodriguez, and Mr. Rodriguez carried our ass for most of it.
Damn.
That's my Wojo of the week.
Yeah, because he's not usually very good.
Mm-mm.
My woe dude is probably the Book of Boba. It's just that
Don't spoil anything. We just
series
started it.
finale was awesome. God, I know, like they're changing things, and some people don't like some of the things, and I can understand that I don't like some of the things. But at the same time, like I'm just so happy to see like Boba just doing Boba shit, and like he's like changed into like a better person, and it's like developing it. Like it's just amazing. I love it. A lot of people don't understand why he's changed, but I'll talk about with you later when you've watched the series.
What's your Wojo of the week?
My woe dude is also with golf, but the fact that we were playing with the child of a serial killer, and just thinking
Yeah.
about like how serial killers like have families and stuff.
Right? Okay, that was a
They
weird
are
thing for me to
not-
think about too.
They are not like this unique offset
Uh-huh.
of human beings that just come into existence.
Yeah, I told my dad, and my dad was like, "It's not genetic, Matt." And I was like, "It was still like, I don't know. Not that I was uncomfortable, but I was just kind of like,
It's like,
It's
whoa.
kind of like a reality check for you guys. You think?
Yeah.
It's like the world is a small place. Like you can meet
Yeah.
people.
mhm.
Uh-huh.
It was
You know
wild.
what I mean? That's
Yeah.
something to learn.
I mean, everybody knew him. He seemed like a cool dude.
cool.
But Dalton, what got you stoked this week?
What got me stoked this week is the Lord of the Rings trailer.
Nice.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I don't know what I was gonna say like that. What about you, Matt?
I'm stoked because I get to pick up Monique from the airport tomorrow.
Yes.
She's been
Oh,
gone.
yeah, we didn't get to talk about what it's like. This is their first extended time away from the house. right?
Yeah. It's
Um,
been
What
pretty-
have we done anything different?
we just played video games and basically did.
I mean,
the
yeah,
same
that's
thing
right.
we
You
normally
guys
do.
basically did have the same experience when she was like trapped in her room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty similar.
Nothing really changed. We're trying to keep the house semi clean, but we're doing definitely not as clean as when Mo's here.
Yeah.
Definitely not as clean, but
Pretty good.
semi clean.
It'll be clean by the time she gets here. But yeah, so super stoked to go pick her up and have her be home again. I miss her. So, but what got you stoked this week, Cheese?
My show opens on Friday.
Hell
So
yeah.
Hell
nice to have
yeah.
my weekdays back again. And then
Is it true we
also
see
the
your
show.
butt?
Huh?
Is it true the audience sees your butt cheeks?
Who said that?
You said that. You sent it in the group text.
Am I gonna
What
see your
group
butt
text?
cheeks,
In,
David?
in the Instagram chat, you said something like,
Butt
"Be ready to
cheeks,
see my butt or my
cheeks,
ass or
butt
something."
cheeks.
Oh, I was making a joke.
Oh, so I don't get to see your butt?
Can you do it now when we're
I
there?
mean, like I'm wearing like leggings, like I'm in a Hamlet
Oh, I think that's
outfit.
what it is. Yes. Okay.
So they're
Is
like
your
pretty
ass
tight.
out?
I was like, thank goodness for CrossFit because we got big thighs now, so
Mhm.
they don't look bad. I don't have like little scrawny chicken legs in there.
Yeah. No, because I was telling Natalie, I was like, "Dang, you're gonna have to see your brother's butt." She's like, "What? See his butt?" I'm like, "Yeah, bare ass." Turns
I
out
would
was
hope people
lying.
are more excited for like the sword fight, but I
Nah.
guess that's fine too.
I am excited for both. Thoroughly excited.
Let the record show.
I'm all for it, man.
All right, if you made it this far into the podcast, thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it. Leave us a 5-star rating and review wherever you're listening to this. If you're here on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and leave us a like and subscribe and leave us a comment. We got a really nice comment last time. Somebody said that we helped them get through their workday, and I thought that was very kind. And somebody I don't know, or somebody that I do know and I don't know their YouTube name. But regardless, if that was you, we appreciate you.
We still got merch.
Still got merch. Where do they go?
www.where'smymerch.com.
And the links in the web, all the stuff down
I
below.
didn't hear anything you said the first time.
The links and the stuff all down below.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and click down there. Go ahead and order your merchandise. It'll be open till the end of February, and until next
time.
week. No, next week's the mini episode.
Next week's another
Enjoy
mini
that.
episode.
So in 2
Yeah,
weeks,
we'll see you next week.
We'll
and-
see you guys here. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Until then, I'm Drum.
I'm drummer.
We'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
That was rough.
Where do you go?
Because I was like, oh, I guess.